Good day, YouTube. Today I want to talk about keeping your money. In other words, just say no to other people. Think of it like this. You are the consumer. You have the power, not the salesperson. Don't let them turn it around. Salespeople are great at doing what they do, which is selling whatever it is. Do you ever go to the store? Let's say at the mall, and they'll ask you, do you want to sign up for our credit card and you get 10% off? The answer should be no. Don't do it. It's going to impact your credit score. You're probably going to buy more than you want or need because it's on a credit card. And if you make the minimum payment, you're definitely not going to save 10% because you're paying that in interest. So just say no. Next example is, I love to have conversations with people, whether I know them or I don't, just conversation. And sometimes I listen specifically to what is being said, not because I want to pass judgment, but let's say you're invited to a barbecue and you don't really know the person too well, they work with you, or it's an acquaintance. You're invited to a barbecue, but why are you invited to a barbecue when you don't really know the person? And they come out and say, after we eat, we're going to have a presentation. That should be the sign that says, what presentation? Because they want to sell something, or their friend who's going to show up is going to sell something. Tupperware, whatever it is, the answer should be no. No, thank you. I wouldn't, Next is this, knock, knock. Who's there? It's the person who sells, door-to-door salesman. The person who sells, whether it's a laptop, whether it is a vacuum cleaner. Have you ever heard of stories where people buy a vacuum cleaner for either $1,000, $1,500, or $2,000? It happens. I don't know the name of the brand, nor do I care of the name of the brand, but it's an example. Don't do it. I like a clean house, and I guarantee you I can buy a vacuum cleaner for $60 or $80. I take care of it. It's going to take care of what I bought it for. The other thing is, they may say, hey, but we accept payments. So you don't have to spend $1,500 or $2,000 on the vacuum cleaner right now because we accept payments and it's financed. So it's easy for you. The answer is just say no. The next one is, do you ever get a phone call or mail saying you have been selected and you have won 4 days and 3 nights at this location? I hang up on them quickly. I don't even answer the phone. If somebody calls me, if I don't recognize it on my phone, I don't answer. I'll check my message later. If it's a salesperson, I'm going to block them. Just say no. Timeshare, not a good deal. Don't know much about it, but what I've heard is it's not a good deal. I'll give you an example. Let's say a timeshare costs $500 a month or less or more. I would rather put that money aside and travel to different places every single year. What if sometimes life happens and you don't have that $500? You don't have to put that $500 away for your vacation. You can see it not this month, not next month. In 2 months, I'll get back into it. So just say no. I love going to thrift shops. Bought this one at a thrift shop. It says, that's Sorado, as in Colorado. And nowadays, some of the thrift shops where I live, they'll ask you, hey, do you want to round up to the nearest dollar to help support this or that? The answer is no. I'll tell you why. Because these thrift shops get donated items, and we as a consumer are already helping them. So when they ask me, no, thank you. Do you want to round up to the nearest dollar? No, thank you. Here's a great one. In 2003, I bought my house with my wife, and we qualified at that time through the VA home loan for $225,000. And we're like, wow. Well, some people are going to max out that home loan. We bought the house that we live in right now for $171, and I didn't max out. Nowadays, according to the VA, I think it's like $417 guaranteed that they'll guarantee the loan. $417. If I'm off a little bit, so be it. But I see a lot of people go out there and max out a house, especially when they're active duty, for $417. I wouldn't recommend that. Not even $400,000. Or you apply for a car loan, and they say, hey, you qualify for $50,000 or $40,000. What do you think a lot of people go out there and do? They max out that loan. Just say no. You have the power as an individual to say yes or no. Going back to my phone, when I upgraded, they said, hey, do you know what? We have this little computer. It's $300, but you can get it for $10 a month if you sign a contract, and you'll pay an additional $10 a month. And I said, no, thank you, because I didn't come in here for a computer. I came in here for a phone. The other thing is, at the same company, at the phone company, they said, hey, let us talk to you about a special offer we have for a home alarm system. No, thank you. Don't need that. I didn't come for that. You have to be deliberate with your finances, because what happens is people get in trouble, or they have too much debt, too many payments. I like to pay myself first, and the least number of creditors as possible, or bills. I only have one credit card and one car payment and a mortgage. That's it. That's what it comes down to. No one will turn you away. No business will turn you away saying, we have too much business, go somewhere else, we don't need it. I don't think so, at least. People want your business. You have the power to say, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. And that's what I want to talk about. You keeping the majority of your money. Now, don't get me wrong. I like to spend money. It just depends on what. I like travel. I like the house to be paid off as soon as possible. I like to invest. I like to give money as well, whether it's to our church, whether it's to an organization, whatever that is. And over the years, it's getting better and better and better. So that's what this video is about, is you being proactive. Have a plan, stick to your plan, have fun as well. I've always said that. But definitely don't be surprised, and don't go to the store expecting to buy a pair of tennis shoes, and because they had a sale, you bought 4 pairs of tennis shoes and 2 shorts and 3 shirts, and everything was financed. Not what I recommend. Have a great day. Take care.